Hello everybody, Princess and the Bear here. It's CityWalk Day.
We're going to Vivo Italian because you asked for it.
Yeah, one of you did actually ask for it, so we're headed there to try it out.
Be sure to Italy!
You heard the girl.
Like the ocean, the sun, in the pool.
This is the local. It has St. Augustine vodka, lime, agave, and the strawberry and fig jam. This is like an elevated Shirley Temple, but so much better. I love the fig in this. This is a winning drink. It's almost like flavored water, but it's like perfect.
You know when you're out for a drink with somebody, you look at the menu and you already know what they're going to order? That's the princess. So we love the distilleries and the wineries in Augsutine. So when I saw this come out with the other things that were in this drink, I knew she was going to get this. Particularly, I wanted it too, so I can't really judge her for it. But this looks like a dinner cocktail. I like that nice touch of the cherry in it and the color. It's nice and refreshing. This is what I consider a typical Floridian pregame right here. 3.5 out of 5 plus.
This I'm scared to try because this is very much a bear drink. It's like straight bourbon. It's actually pretty smooth. I don't mind this at all. It's good.
Continuing on my old-fashioned journey, this is sounding kind of good. I wasn't expecting the huge ice cube, but I love circular ice cubes. We have like Star Wars ones at home, but these I always appreciate. I find most old-fashions like unnecessarily harsh. Even with the bitters and the orange rind, this one is surprisingly smooth, but it's also very, very strong. 4 out of 5 plus.
And we have lay bread. It is a rough and tough but toasty bread. I'm gonna dip in olive oil. The balsamic. All of it is very strong. Been tasted very aged very well. The bread is good. I think I'd prefer it with balsamic. I got a soup, so I'm gonna dip it in the soup.
I'm here for this breadboard. You are always allowed to put my food on fancy things to make me feel like I'm getting my money's worth. It won't always help, but I do appreciate it. The olive oil is so rich and fresh. I swear they squeeze it themselves. Like milk and olive right over our table. I'm not used to it, it's kind of taken aback, but I love the flavor. It definitely feels like better than an off-the-shelf olive oil. The bread is nice and crisp, soft and warm in the middle. What more could you ask for? 3.5 out of 5 plus.
The minestrone. It's nice and chunky. It looks very good. Lots of beautiful options in here. So I should be doing it this way. Ooh, garbanzo beans. That is how you minestrone. This is really good. There's a lot of really good ingredients in there. They're all very rich and prominent. None of the flavors get lost. seasoned very well. I could probably stand for a little more salt and pepper, but don't really need it. And then, like I said, I'm gonna dip the bread. I feel like this is how you have to soup. It's totally how you soup. Get the minestrone if you come here, because this is a win.
I love a good wide brim soup bowl. This minestrone is looking beautiful. With the garbanzo beans, let's see, spinach in here, shallots, tomatoes. This is a very hearty soup. Wouldn't be my first soup choice, but I am curious. If Florida ever had frigid mornings, you know, the couple we get a year, this would be the soup to have. It's nice, hearty, but not too salty, with the vegetables still get the ability to kind of shine through. I could recommend this. This is a soup I would get on a regular. 3.5 out of 5 plus. So here we have this Caprese salad, the classic Caprese. Now honestly, you could have gotten away with just giving me tomatoes and the fresh mozzarella on the plate, but you gave me a nice bit of arugula doused in the balsamic and a little balsamic drizzle to go with it. This is beautifully plated, and I don't think I ever would have thought of this on my own at home, but this is fantastic. Get a little bit of tomato, a little bit of arugula. Let's make this salad a salad. The arugula is nice and crisp. The balsamic drizzle on the arugula is just enough where you get the flavor without them being overly soggy, which you guys have been here long enough to know that I hate soggy salad. Mozzarella is delightfully fresh. And tomatoes, a little bit of seasoning on it. Damn near perfect. 4.5 out of 5 claws. Probably the most fun salad I've had in a while.
So we have a vegan penne. This penne has, I believe, Evian sausage, just says plant-based sausage on the menu. Penne, marinara, and spinach. Of course, you can see like a lovely sprinklage of fresh spinach throughout. And these beautiful little sausages. I wish they had like a follow your heart parm or something. That would make this like primo. In fact, I'll probably take most of this home just so I can put parm on it. They could have just gone with like regular penne whatever pasta, but instead they went with something that's like red fire roasted, red pepper fire roasted in flavor, and it's really, really good. It doesn't even need the plant-based sausage, but it does like add some texture to it. This sauce is so on point. I'm gonna say this is a win. This pasta is pretty comparable to some other pastas. I would say that this is just as good as Vice at Portofino. It's definitely like a competitor, like right there. Good pasta. I'm glad they make all their pasta here from scratch, and you can really tell like all the flavors, the tomatoes, everything here is fresh and it tastes fresh and it's delicious, and I'm here for it.
Here we have this sizable help of the pasta. This is definitely an Italian restaurant, because they're not skipping on how much food they give you. This is definitely going to fill the princess up. I like the addition of the sausage. It makes it seem like they were prepared, because unlike other places, they actually have a pasta dish on the menu. It will remain nameless. The big pieces of spinach, this could have been chopped up a bit more. They're a bit big. We should get tons of sausage in here. So let's get it. Okay. Pasta's cooked to perfection, almost falls apart in your mouth. The sausage adds a nice savory to it. The sauce is really good on its own. The spinach is a bit strong but not overpowering. I think it's a solid addition. Whereas I think Vice was probably a little bit better, but a really, really slight margin. I could see eating this if I couldn't decide what I wanted, but it's only slightly above basic for me. 3 out of 5 plus.
I'm sitting here being grossed out, and Bear sends this to me on Snapchat. Just, you know, to rub it in. I'm grossed out. They're like baby fingerlings. It's nasty.
Now look at the menu, and I like pasta as much as the next man. Now, so there's an interesting dish, this squid ink pasta, which I have never had before in my life. Like a black squid ink spaghetti. We have little pieces of octopus, some mussels in here, shrimp. And if I'm gonna go for something weird and different, why not this? I have no idea what it's supposed to taste like. It smells like the ocean.
You seen any of the toppings?
I will. Sort of get in here and see what sort of seafood I can get on top. Just to try this out. Not working out well for me. There. Got one here. Almost. Nope. Struggling. They're slippery. You think they were fish or something? Okay. Apparently not gonna work. One at a time then. The broth is a little bit salty side. It didn't warn me before I ordered that it's made with chili oil, so it's a bit spicy. Now, bit spicy for normal folk. As for spice, it's like a 2 out of a 10. My tongue tickles, but your mileage may vary. As far as the sauce itself, it's a bit ishy. The things that taste and smell like fish are not your thing. You probably won't like this. It's a solid seafood dish otherwise. I like the spice, I like the flavor. I could probably use a little bit of lemon. Other than that, it's just a run-of-the-mill seafood pasta. I'm not wowed, I'm not amazed. I like the idea of it. And it's definitely good. But I don't know if I'd order this again. Sprinkle a little bit of this Parmesan they gave me. See if that helps any. Let's get some shrimp. And at least they're big. Shrimp is perfectly cooked. That on its own would get a 5 out of 5 quality for me, but the dish itself is just your normal run-of-the-mill seafood pasta. You got a lot of different things in here. The look of it is amazing. It's definitely one of those like Instagrammable dishes. But other than that, there's nothing really all that amazing about it. It tastes good, but I probably wouldn't order it again. I'm gonna give it a solid 3 out of 5 plus.
I said that I was going to leave like half my plate or like some of it so I could take home and put real Parmesan on it or vegan Parmesan on it. That didn't happen. He took my plate because I ate the whole plate. I ate all of my minestrone, like to the last drop. I even like got bread and scooped it around the bowl to make sure I literally got every last drop. And I ate every single piece of pasta in my dish and saved myself no lunch for tomorrow when I'm in the middle of my workday. Living my best Sex and the City life right now and drinking a Cosmo. Oh yeah, this one isn't harsh. This is just like nice and lemony and smooth. This is like drinking lemonade. This is amazing and dangerous at the same time. Big win. All the drinks here are so good. Except for Bear's nasty cheese stuff, whatever that. You're gonna see that in a second.
It's a pretty little thing at the bar all on by itself. I don't think I've ever had a Cosmo. I had the desire to have a Cosmo. But I'm curious. I can see the appeal. It's a really nice balance of sweet and sour, and sweet and tart. It's a very sippable drink. I'd probably guzzle these like a madman and then pay for it later, but it is really good. 4 out of 5 points. I went a little bit more fancy this time and got a martini with cheese stuffed olives, so the princess can't have any. Shaken, not stirred. It's smooth, less bitter than I expected. I think we use a little bit more olives, but it goes down really nice. I don't think it's as good as the princess drink though, so she wins this round. 3 out of 5 points. So that's been Vivo.
It was much better than I expected. I went in with like super low expectations and walked out with like impressed.
My expectations were literally in the ground, so it was above average, I'll give it that. There are some other things I'm going to be willing to try. I'd definitely be willing to come back for their drinks, which, you know,
absolutely,
is what's most important to us sometimes. But we want to know, what was your last impression of Vivo? Have you heard of it? Do you want to go? Do you plan to go on our next trip? Let us know in the comments. If there's anywhere else around Universal Orlando you'd like to go, like to see us go, that's going to be the place to find us. Hit that notification bell if you want to see other videos like this. And
we have new videos 5 days a week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday.
we will see you soon.
Sure to subscribe.
You heard the girl.